SCP-096 is a very dangerous creature and extreme caution should be exercised. Although only three-dimensional, it is suspected to have supernatural abilities, similar to Sadako Yamamura from The Ring. Oh wait, you Americans call her Samara Morgan. Whatever. The entity is extremely dangerous and full SCP containment protocols are critical. Similar to Samara Morgan, SCP-096 will kill the subject if the subject looks directly at SCP-096's face. However, unlike Samara, 96 can be contained in a prison cell. Phew, let's breathe a sigh of relief. The SCP Foundation contains the following file details. Item number SCP-096. Object class Euclid, 3-dimensional. Special containment procedures. SCP-096 is to be contained in its cell, a 5 meter by 5 meter by 5 meter airtight steel cube at all times. Weekly checks for any cracks or holes are mandatory. There are to be absolutely no video surveillance or optical tools of any kind inside 96's cell. Security personnel will use pre-installed pressure sensors and laser detectors to ensure 96's presence inside the cell. Any and all photos, video, recordings of SCP-96's likeness are strictly forbidden, without approval from Dr. Redacted and 05-Redacted. Description: SCP-096 is a humanoid creature, measuring approximately 2.38 meters in height. Subject shows very little muscle mass, with preliminary analysis of body mass suggesting mild malnutrition. Arms are grossly out of proportion with the rest of the subject's body, with an approximate length of 1.5 meters each. Skin is mostly devoid of pigmentation, with no sign of body hair. SCP-096's jaw can open to 4 times the norm of an average human. Other facial features remain similar to an average human, with the exception of the eyes, which are also devoid of pigmentation. It's not yet known whether 96 is blind or not. It shows no signs of any higher brain functions. It is not considered to be sapient. 96 is normally extremely docile, with pressure sensors inside its cell indicating it spends most of the day pacing by the eastern wall. However, when someone views 96's face, whether it be directly, via video recording, or even a photograph, will enter a stage of considerable emotional distress. 96 will cover its face using its hands and begin screaming, crying, and babbling incoherently. Approximately 1 to 2 minutes after the first viewing, 96 will begin running to the person who viewed its face, who will from this point on be referred to as SCP-096-1. Documented speeds have varied from 35 km per hour to redacted km per hour and seems to depend on the distance from 96-1. At this point, no known material or method can impede 96's progress. The actual position of 96-1 does not seem to affect 96's response. It seems to have an innate sense of 96-1's location. Note: this reaction does not occur when viewing artistic depictions of the subject. See document 96-1. The photo has to be real. Phew, you're safe. For now. Upon arriving at 96-1's location, 96 will proceed to kill and, data redacted, 96-1. 100% of cases have left no traces of 96-1. SCP-96 will then sit down for several minutes before regaining its composure and becoming docile once again. It will then attempt to make its way back to its natural habitat, data redacted. Due to the possibility of a mass chain reaction, including breach of Foundation secrecy, large civilian loss of life, retrieval of subject should be considered alpha priority. Dr. Redacted has also petitioned for the immediate termination of 96. See Interview 096-1. Crossed. Order is awaiting approval. Continuing. Termination order has been approved and is to be carried out by Dr. Redacted on date redacted. See Incident 96-1-A. That is a summary of SCP-096. Which entity concerns you the most and should be covered next? Please let me know in the comments below.
Now onto my Patreon squad. If you enjoyed the video, consider becoming a Patreon supporter. For as little as $1 a month, you can join this Patreon squad panel, now including a free message. And if you don't want to join Patreon, but want to help the channel anyway, follow these steps. First, subscribe, get rid of that annoying banner, hit the bell icon, like, and share. The sharing really helps. And the cherry on top, a comment. That's the rocket fuel that's going to propel the video to a top spot. Well, as close as it can get. So follow these steps and you might as well have given me $5. Thank you. Also, please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out my store for some viral merchandise. Okay, I'm done.